welcome to the much better. Anyway, I'm Gerard. I'll take you through a little game. I'd like to huddle. This is cyberspace, not the inside of a vacuum. Can the crew settle down a little bit? With your special effects. All right, okay, there we go. Anyway, I'm Gerard. I'm glad you could install the game. All right, tell me, what's the plan? Network action or home? Great. What do you want folks in cyberspace to call you? Nicely done. Let's move on. Once you get there, do you want an open game or a private one? Great. When we get you online, we'll see who else wants to play. Alright, network play works a little differently, so listen up. If you've ever played the game at home, you know that Q, B, and P keys are your buzzers. Well, forget the Q, B, and P keys for network play. Nobody needs them, not online. So when a question comes up, as soon as you know the right answer, then you immediately hit the number of that choice. 1, 2, 3, or 4. You got that? And one more thing, to do that, hit your space bar. Allow me to repeat myself. You'll need to buzz in with the space bar for special types of questions. And don't worry, we got all this fancy timing and synchronization stuff, so if you are in fact the first person to hit your answer, we'll know it. Oh yeah, and finally, hit tab if you want to chat. Or hit escape to see other options. Alrighty, let's see if we can get you connected to a game. Detecting something awry. So what do you want to do about this? At home it is. Yeah, good choice.
Choose your alter ego.
Dimension where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, welcome to the show. Glad you could be here. But I gotta warn you, I may be going into labor any second. You see, I'm pregnant with Bigfoot's love child. That's right, shocking secrets revealed, the tabloid episode. How you doing? Schmitty here. So glad you could make it. This was at the top of my to-do list. And we're off. Okay, hit your buzzer to select a value, please. Let's see what the value of this question is. 1,500. The category? He's only mostly dead. Ready? Here's the question. Where was the first Elvis sighting? Memphis, Tennessee, Lexington. Elvis has entered the building. The king was born in East Tupelo, Mississippi. He died sometime in early '96 when the alien spacecraft that abducted him crashed into the Eiffel Tower. Take a value. Here's what we're looking at. $12.50. The category is Urban Legends of the Prairie. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. Suppose you have to take your gerbil to the emergency room because he stuck something up his... The most commonly kept household gerbil is your Mongolian gerbil. Although that story is not nearly as embarrassing as the hamster who had to have his stomach pumped because... well, never mind. Pick an amount. For this one, I'll give you $12.50. Up next, show me the Moonie. Pencils ready. Let's do it. Because he accepted money from the Moonies, what former president would you expect to repay the favor by shaving his head and body? Survey says... The correct answer is... If you believe everything you read in the Washington Post, Bush received at least $100,000 from the Reverend Moon. Read my lips. Must give money to Moonies. Must not resist. I am the walrus. Cuckoo-ca-choo. Choose a value. Okay, here's what you're looking at. $27.50. I think it's about time to take care of those pesky insects. welcome to Bug Out. Okay, listen up. This is really easy. All you have to do is buzz in to squash the bugs that don't belong. For example, if the clue is red things, just hit your buzzer on the bug that doesn't belong, which in this case is the thing that is not red. If you're wrong, I'm going to have to take away some cash. If you're right, well, then I'll give you some cash. And you'll be heading toward a final round value of $27.50. Okay, the dirt's about to fly, so let's go. Astrological symbols. Buzz in when you see one that isn't. Truths about Richard Gere.
Gymnastics scholarship.
Plastic surgery procedures. Star Trek aliens. Elizabeth Taylor ex-husbands. Actual tabloids. Buzz in when you see one that's just made up.
National Enquirer. No.
Elvis movies.
Fun in Acapulco.
Hey, nice job. Pick a value. This one comes in at $27.50. Let's have a big warm welcome for Quit Playing with Your Balls. Hey, you think getting caught showing your moonie in public is embarrassing? Check this out. If a tabloid photographer caught Mark O'Meara scratching his balls, what type of balls would they most likely be? Soccer balls, tennis balls?
And if you look to your left, you'll see the popular wrong answer.
Does this ring a bell? He's a golfer. See, there's your difference right there. Tiger Woods, he never scratches his golf balls. Unless they're really itchy. Go ahead and pick an amount. The amount on this question is $3,500. Well, look what I found. Body and spud of Christ. All right, so you know how every once in a while a potato pops up somewhere that looks like Jesus? Yeah, that's right. Well, imagine you take the Jesus potato and dice it, mix in some onion and parsley, and cook it in bacon drippings. What? Be still, my hungry heart. Diced potatoes mixed with onions and cooked in bacon grease are called hash browns. Blessed are the starchy, for they are rich in potassium. Go ahead and choose a value. This won't do much for your score. Don't waste my time. Here's $32 you can play for. All right then. Here's your category. Hung like an elephant. It's go time. If Hannibal had tried to cross the Alps on the back of the Elephant Man, you know what they say. The Elephant Man always travels with his trunk. Joseph Merrick, a.k.a. the Elephant Man, was from England. You probably noticed he had bad teeth. Pick any amount. The total value for this question is $72.50. Well, sweet mercy, guess what this is?
It's time for a
Wigglelessness run.
All right, I'm going to show you a gibberish phrase. When you know what it rhymes with, buzz in. The quicker you move, the more cash you can make. The opening value for this question is going to be $72.50. All right, have a listen to this and tell me what newsworthy phrase it rhymes with. Oh, and you can ignore all that punctuation, okay? Hex drug, bleed Paul of grout bit. All right, let's see what you got. Start typing and then hit return. I don't know. Does anybody really bother to read the newspaper anymore? I mean, I get all of my information off of the E! Entertainment Network. Yeah. Why, just the other day I heard that the U.S. Senate is Choose an amount. Now, here's an amount you can sink your teeth into. $10,000. Well, if it isn't my old friend, Pop, goes the bubble. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Say the boy in the plastic bubble wins the lottery. In the upgrade to a bubble made of white gold, what will be insulating him from the rest of the world? Golden tin. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, and the other wrong. White gold is made up of gold and nickel. I'll tell you what, he'd be even richer if he had a nickel for every time somebody played the "Oh no, I'm falling on your bubble while holding scissors" trick. Value time. The amount for this one is $2,500. All right, give it up for Double X isn't as good as Triple X. See if you can wrap your skull around this. What could follow a tabloid headline that begins, "Extreme Xenotransplantation. John Wayne Bobbitt gets..." Xenotransplantation is when you transplant organs from one animal to John Wayne Bobbitt, or any other animal. I'll tell you, it gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, pork, the other white meat. Oh man, poor guy. He's never going to live that down, is he? Get a value. You know, that value may be more important than you realize. I'm handing you a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is Madonna spotted with Sasquatch. Okay, I'll read off 7 statements, and you tell me whether each one is an accepted truth about Sean Penn, a generally accepted belief about Bigfoot. As each one comes up, if it's true about Sean Penn, press 1. All right, Charles in charge. You think you know the rules? I'm just going to put 30 seconds on the clock. It's showtime. Attack journalist with a rock, Sean. Often seen in British Columbia. Considered a bipedal hop. Captured in California. Caught on film by Malibu. First spotted. One more. Sometimes goes. That's it. You see, now this is my fault. I wasn't clear enough on the instructions, was I? I'm going to be talking about that one for days. Time to pick a value. The total amount for this question is $4,000. Let's see what we got going. In search of Robert Stack's grammar. Let's do it. What's an unsolved mystery? A redundant title for a TV show, an oxymoronic title for a TV show, an anachronistic title for a TV show, or a hyperbolic title for a TV show. A redundancy means saying the same thing twice. By definition, a mystery is unsolved. I mean, come on, once it's solved, it ain't a mystery. which is precisely why they're changing the name of the show to Solved Mysteries. The new show is going to focus on people who thought they lost their car keys but then found them in their pants pocket. Grab that value. Here's your total value for this one. $4,000. Coming at you. Life's the armpits. Ready? Good. We're starting. Since she was the first American to have a widely publicized sex change, who actually needs a deodorant that's strong enough for a man but made for a woman? George/Christine Jorgensen, Herbert/Leslie Frykowski, Jerry/Jerry Adams, or Glenn/Glenda Jackson? You stink. As a precautionary measure just before the surgery, doctors asked George to raise his hand if he was sure. How about a value? And this one's going to be worth $1,500. I believe this one is called Who Married Tony Randall? Brace yourself, this might sting a little. Who married Tony Randall? His childhood nanny, Jack Klugman, the former God bless his wrinkled soul. In 1995, Tony Randall somehow married a woman 50 years his junior.
Boy, I was a big fan of Paul McCartney when he used to be back in the Beatles.
You mean he was in a band before Wings?
Go ahead and grab an amount. Better hold on to your hairpiece. We got big things ahead of us. Welcome to the Jack Attack. Pay close. Well, you can't wait any longer. No problem. Here's your clue. Yellow journalism is so pissy. So, see this morning's headlines? Yeah. Good luck. Something stinks, and since you're the only one here, it must be you. Let's assess the damage. There it is. Oh, just think, if you'd have only gotten one or two more questions right, you might have salvaged some shred of dignity. As it is... You don't know Jack!
Mr. Johnson's time travel elixir can take you to the future.
Me?
Yes, you.